of the Nigeria have not experienced any dividend of democracy. Starting from from democracy of sector. Now, when we look at this government of APC has made it so worse that nobody is enjoying democracy that's supposed to be enjoyed. Now, democracy, the only thing we say we are having here is freedom of speech. And that freedom of speech we are talking about, is not what will bring food to our table. And everybody is hungry. You find out that if a man is hungry, you give him, it's someone that's supposed to eat pounded yam, and you give him a gala because he has not eaten for 3 days. A gala which is a snack for him to eat sausage roll. So to sustain him to the next 3 days or whatsoever before the pounded yam, because of the hope he has, he will accept and do anything. Now, Nigeria has been pushed to a particular place now that everyone is a survivor. You find out that in some areas here in Lagos, women have started prostituting, even married women at home, for them to just have a meal because their husband can no longer sustain the home. So, and most of the women are, the tradition of the country make them sit at home, and before now, most women are not educated and they are not employed. Some of them that are self-employed, with petty trade, what they are trading with is no longer enough. Some of them have closed their shop. So, women are pushed into prostitution, though married at home. For survival, they want to support their children, not even their husband, because some homes, a meal in a day is difficult. How much is our minimum wage? We are not enjoying the dividend of democracy. I can't say this is what even myself has enjoyed as a person in this country. Now, for us to say Nigeria is 20-something years or 60-something years old that we are talking about and is worth celebrating, I don't know what we are celebrating. Now, I happen to be a Christian, and we do church anniversary per year. And the reason the anniversary, the progress determine our anniversary to give thanks to God. So what do we say? If this is maybe thanksgiving to God, I would have said it's worth it because we are still alive. But in this democracy, celebration, there is nothing that we are celebrating. Poor roads, even the community where I stay, there is no pole, talk less of we are expecting NEPA. So, and when it comes to voting, they will come there and campaign and even bring poly booth. But after they won the election, nobody remember the community to say, let us bring what they call it, a transformer for us to to lighten up the community. So we are just there. So every day we will make sure that we come out to hustle, and they have turned every potential man to become beggar. So we become beggar that more especially with our phones, we begin to send text message, mass messages to people for help. And at the end of the day, maybe one person will respond after you have sent message to more than 200 people on your own profile. And at the end of the day, you have nothing. So our children are there, our wives are there. Recently, they have gone into school. A woman was complaining to me bitterly yesterday that since school started, the husband has not bought one book. That she managed to spend 12,000 to buy some books for the children. The school fees is not yet there, and the husband is not working. He's an artisan. Nobody has called him for any business for now, and they are hungry. They said per day they eat 1,000 naira worth of fufu every day. That the thing has been on record, they are buying on credit. I was like shedding tears hearing this woman talking. So why should anybody say, I want to celebrate democracy? Is there any democracy? Is there any democracy? Democracy is supposed to be government of the people, by the people, and for the people, is that not? But this, our government, is the government of Agbero, by the Agbero, and for the Agbero. I keep saying this. Now, and I want you to understand that these our elected people, they go to abroad, they see what is happening, the dividend of democracy abroad, something that they supposed to emulate and bring in. So they confuse every Nigeria with giving, some prominent people money, to support them. And these people are confused. They don't know what to say any longer. And they don't even know what they are doing. People that are supposed to fight for the masses. Do you know that it is even the poor man that is defending the rich man in this country? So we are not fighting for the rich man. We don't even see ourselves. You find out that even an average young man here, once you are he's been given money. Democracy per se is transaction, is not, I'm talking about our election. It's transaction, is not election. Like what happened in Benin recently. It is obvious that it was trade by barter. Give me your vote and I give you money. That was how, they came into power again in Edo State. I happen to be an Edo man. I was following the election, of which we understand that the vote there was a transaction, it wasn't election. Somebody will say, I'm voting for so person. Once they interpreted, they will tell you, go and interpret for us. Once they interpreted, show us whom you voted for, and they will pay you. That was what they did. So, and somebody that is hungry, and you told him you are going to give him money at the end of the top printing, the person will gladly accept the offer because he must eat after the same election. So people are not even, not even thinking about future because they find out that there is no future in this country. So to the extent that, what I will eat today, even if I eat today and die, good. That is what every Nigeria is running after, and that is why they can turn election into transaction instead of selecting the people or the person of their choice.
You once said that my Obi is coming. Yes. People run on that. A lot of people were talking about it, but we couldn't get. Are you seeing there's any Obi would have maybe changed anything by now?
Yeah.
In honest truth,
Obi is a righteous man. Why did I use the word righteous? Because he's a honest individual. He would have tried something on his own capacity, no matter. So, because we know him from his own antecedent, what he has done before now. So we know him that he's a honest man. When he was a governor in Anambra State, I think he proved to some extent, even from his talk, during his campaign, he was telling us what he has done, his testimony, just like David in the Bible. He was able to testify that a bear came, he teared the bear with ordinary hand. A lion came and he killed the lion. Then he will also kill Goliath. So because, with that, he was trusted and was given an armor by King Saul to attack, Goliath. And he looked at it during that time that he fought and killed the lion and the bear. There was no armor placed on him. He asked the armor to be taken. It's part of this honesty. He has a testimony that he has done something before them, that if he's given an opportunity, he can do better. So if he was given an opportunity before now, he would have been able to do better than what we are experiencing here in Nigeria today.
Okay, what are we expecting 2027?
2027, because, like I told us, that Nigeria is under transaction, not election. Now make somebody hungry and try to now give him, just small food for him to support you. The person that is hungry will take anything to support you. Right now, I'm not seeing a good election in the future, which are by 2027 that we are talking about, because APC government, they are strategizing. What is their strategy? They are buying over all the states and they are putting their men there. And I want you to understand that these men will be faithful to their people. So one day, like me and you, there is nothing like election in the country. It's manipulated result that we have. Then, if there's going to be a beaver that like they do in abroad. Yeah, that you can even vote with your phone. If such can be done, that there's going to be a particular app in our phones through which we can vote. That once you vote, the vote will just go to the beavers and the vote will count. So if such a thing can happen, yeah, then we have hope for 2027. So for now, it is dazzle, it's blinking. We don't know what can happen. We don't know what can happen in 2027 because election in Nigeria is transaction. There is election in Nigeria is transaction. It's not it's not the man you elected that you don't select a man of your choice in this country. It is whom they want because what is happening is they turn Nigeria to become like their own company, that they know whom to manage a particular affair. They just put him there, manage this for us, and this is what we are going to pay you. They have stewards everywhere that they pay. So there is no, the future election, I can't say that there is going to be a peaceful or what they call it, a fair, a fair election in 2027.
If you see an Obi 2027, would you smile?
Wow, if the Obi emerge the president of this country, I will smile.
Okay.
I will say there is hope for
Okay. With everything you have actually pointed out, and it looks like at the end of the day, maybe your hope is that. Do you think Nigeria should continue like this, or we should call for maybe we should go our separate ways?
Yeah, that is what will help us because everyone will have a mouth, because we are now in a small unit or little unit, so you can now talk. Because everybody will fight for his father's house. If we are separated and there is everybody fight for his own jurisdiction, will be better than the big Nigeria that we are just big for nothing. So your voice is not heard. My voice is not heard. But if we are split to little unit, everybody can be able to fight. They know him to his father's house, and this one is known to his father's house. He's traceable. But if anybody is, like I told you before now, the future is blinking. It's blinking. So let us go into our separate ways. The Biafra should start as Biafra. The Niger Delta should start as Niger Delta, and what they call it, the Oduas should stand as Oduas, while the Arewa should stand as Arewa, and let us have maybe a central government where we come to, but individual utilize your resources from your environment to develop your environment and develop your people.
Which word will you have for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? You saw him in the court briefly, just 1 minute.
Wow. Just one word, he should be released and continue from where he stopped. That like what I heard about him, he prophesied. And even in the Bible, a prophet is known when he said something and it came to pass. He told Nigeria that after Buhari, it is Tinubu that is coming, and it came to pass. Then I believe in him, even though I'm not a Biafra, I believe in him and I believe in Biafra.